Good morning, everybody. We are live from the Apex Ice Center in Arvada. Start of the state championship tournament weekend for the Littleton Hawks. Littleton facing off against Summit once again. So we'll play one game today, one game tomorrow against Monument. And then semifinals championships are on Sunday. So Littleton having beaten Summit multiple times recently, hoping they can do it another time here on this Friday morning. So Hawks bench just below us today. We'll do our best with this high but close camera angle. $14-minute periods, 1.5-minute penalties. Everybody seems to be healthy. So full bench today for the Hawks. Blom and Peterson will start off as your defensemen, Barley, Busman, Lang as your forwards, and Ethan, who's been playing really well in between the pipes. Braden Lang to take the face off. And Hawks come away with it. Here comes Henrik Varley. First shot on net. Goalie lost track of it. And Summit brings it out of the zone. Bobby Peterson with the stop. But Summit takes it in. Harper Blom doesn't fall for it. Nice kick save by Ethan. That was a good look for Summit. Busman's one-touch pass to Lang didn't quite make it. And Summit will dump it and go change. So barbecue line on. That's Breck and Stack getting hooked, but no call. That should have been a penalty for sure, but no call there. And here comes Summit the other direction. Player loses it. Stack gets it to Stromberg. Stromberg back to Stack. Stack's going to have a window. Stack shoots off the pads of the goalie. Summit's going to send it into the corner, and that's going to be icing. So a little bit of a messy start for the Hawks, but a couple of shots. Deep, Boston Kemper and Seyfried out. Carroll and Pope back to defend. Pope skating on someone else's skates this morning as Dad sharpened them last night and left one by the skate sharpener. So luckily, somehow managed to find some same size skates for her, but lesson learned by Margaret and Dad. Seyfried with pressure. Seyfried carries it. He's got both of his wingers staying on side. Just barely. They did, but taken away by Summit. Kane and Carlson out for their first shift today. Stretch pass by Summit. Carlson back to defend. Carlson gets a stick on it. Ethan with a save. Right to the stick of Seyfried. Was hoping for one touch along the boards, but broken up by Summit. Lang gets it to Busman. Busman keeps it. Takes it all the way around the horn. He's got Carlson at the point. Carlson's going to... he wanted that. Puck's moved a little bit away from him, but Kane's back to protect. Kane with a nice stick. Sends the puck into the corner. Busman again. Cross-ice pass just in front of Varley. D-man change. Blom and Peterson back out. Peterson looking for Varley once again. Summit with a shot. It was wide, but off of Ethan's blocker anyway. Busman to Lang. Lang's got Stromberg right at the top, but too many Summit defenders. Blom fires it high, but nice shot. Peterson loses an edge. Stromberg smartly sends it back to Blom. Blom's chipping it forward for Stack to chase, but Summit's there first. However, here comes your Hawks. Stack with the shot off the blocker, or off the pads rather, of the goalie. So sprinkling some shots at Summit. Stack's going to fire it, and off of his own rebound is Brecken Stack for the Hawks' first goal of the state tournament. So Stack with a shot and then a rebound right away. So nice job by the Hawks with 9:29 to go, up 1-0. Blom and Stack with pressure. Summit turns it over. Dodge off the boards to Stromberg. And Stromberg flips it forward. Stack reaches for it. He's got Dodge. He hits him. Dodge is going to get a shot. But no, pushed into the corner. Was looking for Stack again, and he finds him. Nice hustle by the barbecue line there, cooking this morning. So Stack with a second opportunity for Littleton, making it 2-0. Another save by Ethan. Summit's pretty relentless, so in our past games, they have not given up easily. Hawks with 3, Summit with 2. Boss buys himself some time. Deep's there to support. Carolyn Pope back to defend. Pope's going to control it, reset, finds Carroll, and Carroll dumps it in. So here comes Summit. That ice is not great over there. That's the second time that Summit's tried to carry it up and lost it. Right to the stick of Mason Carroll it goes. Summit comes away with it. Skater beats 1, 2, 3 Hawks, but can't control it. Up to the point, and oh, that would have been a good look for Voss if he had gotten it. Seyfried breaks it up. And here comes Deep. He's got Voss. Voss with some little shoulder deeks. Oh, that would have been nice. Was dropping it for Eric Deep, but little miscommunication. Good idea, though. Kane Carlson. Summit's going to wrap it around. Ethan protecting the side. Nice stick by Jack Kane. Couldn't quite get it out, though. Summit player makes a nice move. Beats 1, but not 2 Hawks. And Busman finally is going to bring it out of the zone. So he's got Barley right along with him. 2-on-2. Busman's got speed. He beats that corner. That's going to be a trip. And Busman into the boards. Hopefully he's okay. That probably didn't feel too good. And he's up. But a very clear tripping penalty on Summit. The Hawks will go on the first power play of the morning by either side. 6:36 to go in the first period. Lang, Busman, Varley, Kane, Carlson on the power play for a minute and a half. Carlson's got time. Sends it back to Busman. Busman, nice pass to Kane. Kane's going to wind it up, as he should. Good-looking shot. Almost a rebound. It was a good look by the Hawks. So Hawks doing a great job of moving the puck at the beginning of the power play. Summit tries to get it out of the zone, and they do. So Kane's going to reset using his D partner, Carlson. Back to Kane. Kane to Varley. Varley finds Lang. It was just a little behind him, though. And with 45 seconds left, so halfway through this power play, puck goes into the bench. We'll reset with the face-off. Stack, dodge, Stromberg back out. This line with both of our goals this morning. 45 seconds with a one-man advantage. Kane and Carlson stay on. Stromberg brings it in. Sends it into the middle, but nobody there. So plenty of Hawks back to defend. Shot blocked by Jack Kane. Another shot blocked again by Jack Kane. That's 2 blocks by Kane in about 5 seconds. Here comes Dodge. Getting slashed left and right. Was looking for Stack in the middle. Peterson pinches. Peterson shot high as Blom and Peterson now on to defend. So that's the end of the penalty. Couple of good looks early on by the Hawks. 5 minutes to go in the first period. Stack turns it over, but Blom sends it in the other direction. So deep dodge Stack. Battle right in front of the net, now behind the net, flipping it over. Not a bad look there for the Hawks, but we're going in the other direction. Nice deep play by Harper. Harper finds Eric deep, so Blom's going to go with him. And a nice stick by the Summit defenseman as Deep dumps it in and around. Seyfried on the ice now as Blom goes back to the blue line. So Deep battling right in front of the net. Seyfried's going to wind it up. He does. Deep's going to try to punch it in, but I believe covered by the goalie as there's a nice pile up in front of the net. But Deep was posted up right in front of the net. He wanted that rebound. So nice play by Nolan and Eric. Summit with the face-off win. But puck possession heavily in our favor. Nice pass by Deep to Voss. Good look again by the Hawks. Seyfried sees a window, saved by Summit. And Deep finds Blom. Blom with the shot blocked, I believe, by Voss, actually. And Summit brings it out. Nice play by Harper to slow down the player. Saved by Ethan once again. Blom's going to flip it over to the boards. And here come the Hawks. Nope, set back in by Summit. Summit not really pressuring us. And we're in our D zone. So plenty of time to make the right choice, and we do. Seyfried makes his man miss. Shot, nobody there that time. Voss was a little too far forward, but Pope and Carroll on, as is Busman. Varley and Lang. Lang's going to get to it first, as Hawks with time again reset. So Carroll just ahead of Varley. I'm not sure if he touched that or not. They say no ice. Lang with some nice skating from his knees, tried to backhand sauce that to Busman. Good idea. Hope should step forward. There's a huge hole. She does. And Summit wraps it around the boards. So Pope breaks it up. Pope finds Busman. Busman tried to get it through to Varley, but broken up by the skates of Summit. Busman pressures, Carroll pressures, Summit gets all the way through. As Summit takes it up 2-1. With a minute and a half to go, for the Hawks to get another one before the end of the period. Stifle any sort of momentum Summit might be feeling right now. Kane skates it, loses an edge though. Carlson with the nice block. That was critical because that was going right to Summit, parked in front of the net. So final minute of period one. Enric Varley sends it in, goes to the bench. Dodge, Stack, and Stromberg come out. With Carlson back to defend. Summit winds up. Blocked by Ethan. Summit was looking for the one-timer. Here comes Stack with 30 seconds left. He's got Stromberg in front of him. Smart pass. Oh, Stromberg, if he had just pushed it forward, he had it. Stromberg back to Stack. Stack can't control it, but 20 seconds to see what they can come away with. Stack is tripped, but no call. Kane finds Carlson. Carlson pushes it forward. And that's going to be the end of the first period with the Hawks up 2-1. So we'll be back for the second period shortly. The second period, Hawks skating from right to left. Hawks with a 2-1 lead, really was 2-0 most of that period. We let one in though, so Need to start this period off hot. We've got the barbecue line out with Blom and Peterson. And we got to let the clock run. For some reason they stopped it at 23 seconds. So in 13 seconds, we'll see a puck drop. And here we go. Intercepted right away by Benny Stromberg. Peterson tries to push it forward, broken up by the boards. And Dodge has it. Stack calling for it. Oh, that would have been nice. Got all the way through, but just popped over Brecken's stick. That's going to be icing, so we'll bring it back. They're really feeling the Barbie World song today, aren't they? I don't know. I don't know. Next song. Barbie World does not really apply here, so. Brecken taking his time. Oh, almost found Stromberg. Blom turns it, takes her time, and finds Benny Stromberg. Benny also trying to turn it. He does. Finds Quaid. Dodge to Stack. Or Dodge all the way in. Did he sneak that one in? He certainly did. Or not. I believe the parents down on the end wanted that to be a goal. But I don't think, I believe that's no goal, although Quaid's dad down there had the perfect angle. So no goal for whatever reason. I believe the net was moved, but that was a nice look by Quaid. Seyfried wasn't quite ready for that puck drop. So easy win by Summit, but Hawks push it in again. Nice keep by Nolan. Anytime Summit's trying to skate it, they're not having too much luck with the exception of that one goal. Blom puts it on net. Deep to Seyfried. And Peterson, blocked. Hope's on the ice, though. That would have been dangerous if Bobby hadn't retrieved his own shot block. So lots of kids down in the corner. Bobby's trying to get up. Yeah, Hawks need to spread out a little bit. Peterson is tripped again as he waves goodbye to his best friend on Summit. And Hawks will go on the power play for a minute and a half. That's Bobby's new move. He likes to wave. He likes to wave as the players go to the box. Carroll. Hope. Blocked off the shin pads of Summit. And Hawks reset. Carroll to Pope. Pope sends it right to Summit. So we lost about 30 seconds on this power play, but still plenty of time to convert. Busman, Lang, Varley battling in the corner. Lang's got Varley. But Summit had closed that window. He's got Busman at the top. Carroll sends it back to Busman. Just wide right of the net. So 30 seconds left. Pope gives it back to Varley. Pope again should skate it. Gives it back to Varley. Lang, who's trying to be posted up there. Final 15 seconds, and that's going to be out of the zone. Pope's going to chase it, and that penalty is going to expire. So Pope waiting for her teammates to change, and they do. Stack, Dodge, Stromberg with 10 to go in the second. Carlson, Kane back as your blue liners. Stack on the back check. Carlson pushes his man wide. Not a great shot. Not a great angle by Summit. Back door is wide open, guys. Six knew it, but nobody could get it there. Uh-oh, right in front of net is Summit, but couldn't get much on it. Puck exits the zone. Stack tries to take it all the way in deep, but broken up. Dodge on the back check. And that's going to be offsides on Summit. Seyfried, Voss, and Kemper. Nice win by Seyfried right to Voss. Dumps it in deep for Deep to get. Deep just a little too far for Carlson to get, so he's going to reset to Kane, and Kane sends it back in and around. Deep will get there first. Seyfried to support. Doesn't like what he sees, takes it behind the net, giving him plenty of time. But everybody seems to be covered, so he finds Kane, who sends it back to Seyfried. Jack Kane, nice skating, turns. It's it to Voss. Voss off the blocker. Deep was there for the rebound. Third shot by Voss, or Seyfried, who takes a shove. Summit is feisty, aren't they? So Hawks still with a 2-1, somewhat uncomfortable 2-1 lead. This is not our best effort. So far it's been good enough, but I don't know if good enough is going to win. Varley, Lang, Busman, Kane, Carlson. With 7:45 to go in the second. Carlson battles on the boards. Varley tries to get a stick in there. He does. Varley's got Busman all the way across the ice. Nice. Oh, just tipped by Summit. But Bus can still get to it. He does, but can't get the shot off. Just bounced over the stick of OC. Kane turns. Looking for Varley, looking for anybody, but gets tripped up behind the net. Can't get rid of it. There he does. Kane finds Busman off the boards. But we can't seem to get it out. So Carlson with pressure once again into the Vorts. Summit wins it this time. Kane bumps it to Busman, and here we go. So Busman finds Varley. Varley's going to have a good look. Too far wide. Nice opportunity by the Hawks. Blom Peterson out with Lang. Varley. And Stack. Here comes Brecken Stack looking for his third goal of the game. Broken up by Summit. Quade Dodge joins his teammates. Dodge to Stack once again. He brings it in. Drops it for Dodge. Yes! Dodge and Stromberg with the rebound to make it 3-1 Hawks. So that was Stack to Dodge for the shot, and then Stromberg with the rebound. As Hawks get a much-needed third goal here in the second period. Nice feed to Quade Dodge. So Dodge, who was robbed of that goal earlier, finds an assist on Stromberg's. Peterson finds Dodge. Dodge sauces it up right to Stack. Here he comes again. Summit doing a nice job of pushing us wide. Blom's going to fire it off the blocker of the Summit goalie. Dodge comes away with it. Nice job by Quade to battle along the boards. Stack sneaks in there. Stack to Stromberg. Stromberg had a good look, but bouncing puck couldn't get the shot off. And I think they're going to get a Hawks for a trip. That's Benny Stromberg heading to the bench for the Hawks' first penalty of the game. So with 4.5 to go in the second period, Hawks will have a penalty kill. Seyfried, Blom, Peterson, and Deep out to defend for 1.5 minutes. Summit's going to have a look. Nice save by Ethan. Fired right at the chest of Ethan. He covers it, no problem. As Stromberg's going to continue to sit for another 56 seconds. Matt Busman over there probably asking for some good jokes or asking him what he had for breakfast. Someone's going to bring it in. And that's not a great call. I don't love that for us. Peterson's going to go to the box. For another trip. To me, that looked more like the Summit player just didn't stop. And Peterson happened to be there. So Hawks will be down 3-on-5 here for 32 seconds before Stromberg gets out of the box. Nice stick by Braden Lang. Nice idea. His mom, we're not in baseball. Well, he got it out, didn't he? So Lang, who lost his stick, just decided, you know what? I'm going to chuck it down the ice with my hand. Unfortunately, you can't do that, but so 23 seconds before Stromberg gets out of the box. Hawks need one big stop to try to get it out of the zone, and they do. Lang that time uses stick, so nice job, Braden. And that's going to be offsides as Seyfried was there to defend anyway. Now 12 seconds to kill off the first of two tripping penalties. Smart play by Lang. As our first penalty is going to expire, so now it's a 5-on-4. Intercepted by Carroll. As Busman joins, so now just down one man for 45 seconds. Farley breaks it up with his skate. Farley's going to come away with it. He's getting hooked. No call. Less than 30 seconds before Peterson comes out of the box. Blom, Carroll. Nice hit by Mason, who always makes the other team's forwards look silly. Final 5 seconds as Harper's going to send it out, and she does. So nice job by your Hawks killing that 30-second 5-on-3 and over a minute of 5-on-4 with less than 2 to go in the second period. Good D in front of the net. Summit had a good look, and everybody's got to get out of the zone. They do. Carroll's going to get to it first. Sends it around for Busman. Busman, great pass to Dodge. Dodge left wide open, but right at the mask. That Summit player was really hedging over there to stack. So Dodge with a nice look, but blocked by the Summit mask. Final minute of your second period. It's going to be offsides on the Hawks. Dodge tracks Stromberg, Kane Carlson. Blocked by Stromberg. Stromberg was looking for Stack, but hit Summit instead. And holds it smartly is Dodge to reset. So 20 seconds to go. Hawks trying to make something happen before the end of the second. Carlson to Stack, and that's going to be the end of the second period with the Hawks up 3-1. We'll be back for one more 14-minute period. All right, Hawks fans into the third period here. 3-1 lead for your Hawks. That was definitely offsides, yeah. Hope, Carroll, Seyfried, deep, Varley. Boston Kemper. My V's mixed up. As your forwards. That should be a trip, but no call. So they got us for 2 trips and haven't been returning the favor. Voss is tripped also. As Peterson Blom skate out. Blom's going to pinch, sends it into the corner, deep steps back. And that's going to be offsides on the Hawks. All right, we're back online. Sorry, we're having some microphone issues, but Hawks still 3-1, under 12 minutes to go in the third. Peterson keeps it. Pressure by Summit. And Varley sends it back in and around. Somebody lost a net guard in the corner. Lang tries to push it in. Wide open net there on the side, but covered by Summit. Hawks keep the pressure on. Right to Varley. Varley gets to his forehand. Not quite enough as that's scooped up by the Summit goalie. Stack, Stromberg, Dodge, Kane, Carlson. So 5 fresh set of legs for your Littleton Hawks with 11 to go. Carlson's shot broken up by Summit, and here they come in the other direction. Offsides. Dodge going to take the drop. Oh, there's your broken stick. Summit player skating with no stick. Uses the body, but Dodge makes a spin move on him. He went to the bench to get a stick, immediately dropped it. Nice pass. Stack with a great backhander. As Summit cleans it up and brings it out. Carlson and Kane break it up. Ethan pushes it out to the side for the Hawks to retrieve. Dodge right into the feet of Stack, and he's taken down, no call. Nice save again by Ethan. Kane keeps the pressure on. Sent in and blocked. by the feet of Quaid Dodge. And Kane loses his man. Stack gets it back to Kane, and Kane brings it out, finds Dodge. He's got Stromberg and Stack. Nice drop pass. Broken up by Summit as it went over the net. Dodge was dropping it in front of the net for anybody, but Summit gets there first. So Summit trying to exit the zone. Carol Pope out. Bounces right to Stack. Stack turns and fires, but it's wide right. And Dodge breaks it up yet again. Nice job pressuring there. Holding that blue line strong. Dodge, I think, was hoping somebody was over there, but Carroll with the keep as Hawks will change their forward line. Margaret slows it down. Mason finds Voss. There's still a broken stick over there on the boards. Somebody needs to pick that up. Voss with speed. Beats one. Didn't get enough on that shot, but good look by the Hawks. 8:11 to go in the third. Finally, the broken stick is cleaned up. Thankfully, not one of ours. Peterson, Blom, Voss, deep, Seyfried. Seyfried wins it, gets into himself. Yes! Beats the goalie. And with a wide open net, backhands it as Seyfried off the face-off. Makes it 4-1. So that was Seyfried unassisted. So the Hawks take a 3-goal lead. 7:45. Deep drops it for Voss. Voss with a backhander. Blocked by Summit. There's gloves and sticks and all kinds of stuff down there, like a yard sale. Is that us or them? That's Eric's equipment. Voss with a little bit of a hook. No call. He's got Varley if he can get it. Too much pressure by Summit, though. Seyfried shoots and save. So Hawks bringing a little extra energy in the third period. Hopefully they'll keep it up all the way through the end of this game. Lang, Busman, Varley, Kane, and Carlson. Oh, Brayden Lang robbed by the post. Carlson doesn't bite on the Summit puck movement, and Lang turns, tries to bump it to Carlson. Carlson gets it to Busman, and then Busman was looking for Varley. That's going to be too much. We're icing it, coming back. Puck sent right in front of the net, but nobody can get to it, so Henrik Varley's going to carry it out. Beats one. He's got Busman to his right. Lang behind him. Takes a shot. Right to the chest to Summit. 5:45 to go. Dodge, Stack, Stromberg, Carlson, Kane. As Hawks try to hold on to this 3-goal lead or even build on it. Goal differential, always important in any of these pool play tournaments. Nice job, OC. I don't know why they didn't call that. They called that same thing on Bobby not long ago, but Hawks, I don't think, are going to draw anything. Brecken to his backhand, to his forehand, to his backhand, into the side of the net, but keeps going. Now under 5 to go. Dodge dumps it in deep. As he and Stromberg go change. Stack still working, or no, Stromberg's still out. Carol and Pope come onto the ice. And Summit finally gets it out. Pope and Carroll are back to defend. Summit's going to have a look, but blocked by Pope, I believe. And Stack comes away with it. So nice job, defense, holding on to our 3-goal lead. Eric deep. Seyfried on the back check. 1 Summit player. 3 Hawks. Probably not going to end well for him, but you never know. And it doesn't. Open Carroll change for Blom and Peterson. Peterson holds it, smartly sends it to Blom. Blom misses it a little bit, but still gets it forward and into the zone. Seyfried battles. Voss loses an edge. And I believe that's going to head in there and be icing, and it is. Down to 3 minutes. Hawks 4-1. Seyfried again wins it. As the Hawks just need to play smart, not necessarily super conservatively, but don't take any risks, especially defensively with the final 3 minutes. Peterson plays the body. Nice job, Bobby. Right to the stick of Peterson again, and Seyfried's got it. Voss gets it through. Voss, nice shot, but not on net. Peterson gets it forward to Voss. Voss battles, and Blom keeps it. Nice right to Seyfried. To deep. Some good looks by this line, and we're going in the other direction. So under 2 minutes to play. Boss dumps it and goes to change. Nice play. Busman, Lang, Varley out with Kane and Carlson. Lang's going to have a look, but diving play by Summit's defenseman. Nice hustle, kid. Busman, got it through, but saved by the pads. Busman again off the mask. And a third shot opportunity as the Hawks are just hammering Summit's goalie here at the end. Like to see the fire and the energy. Man, Varley went at 5-hole on that one, but nice play by Summit's netminder to hold strong after the firing squad. That is the Busman, Lang, Varley line. Down to 108. So even if Summit thought about pulling their goalie, they have not even remotely had that opportunity. Lang makes his man fall. Busman with pressure. Like to see this line get one in before the end of the game. They've certainly had some nice opportunities. Puck out of the zone with 20 seconds to go. Kane is back. Carlson's on the hunt. Busman was there on the back check. So Busman just carrying it out, trying to get it out. Down to the last 8 seconds. And that's going to be it for the first game of your state tournament weekend. Hawks with a 4-1 victory this morning. So we'll be back here tomorrow morning against Monument for our second pool play game. We'll see you then.